What's up, my Skibidi Sigmas? Sorry, couldn't resist. Anyway, I know what y'all are here for. It's time for the beach episode of the amazing digital circus. We've got the sun, we've got fun, we've got bikinis, and... Okay, let's be real for a sec. This is the amazing digital circus we're talking about. We're gonna have something go completely sideways during the episode and just leave us with even more questions. Gooseworks has been writing this series in a way that just every time we think we know where things might be going, there's another twist, where you're just looking at the psyche of the characters, you're looking at trying to figure out why is everyone in the circus, what awaits them when they get out of it. And every time people think that they've got their theories on the show, Gooseworks just comes in with a new episode and is like, nope! Oh yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're having a good time. Every little bit of support helps and hopefully keeps all the AI slop and content farms at bay. Now, how about we dive in? Anyway. Oh, hi, Zubel!
Is the adventure over already?
No, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
It's not that. It's just that we haven't even seen Kane at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you. Hi, Zubel.
Doomed Yuri!
Wait, what's this?
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers! Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back.
Well, this was fun while it lasted.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel like.
All right, sounds fine to me.
Went to the store to
You
get
should
milk and
ask me for
cigarettes?
suggestions on what to do instead.
No.
What should we do instead?
No, Gangle.
Sorry.
Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
Okay, yeah, be prepared.
Chinese?
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's
Milk
a
and
fluent
cigarettes.
Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
Can I just ask why? Like, what even is...
Shut! You're only making the joke take longer.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Hilarious.
I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the digital lake? These locations have just kind of been there this whole time.
Beach
Sure,
episode?
you never visit them.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
That could be fun.
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now, go have fun.
A day at the beach!
What a good day! Wow!
All right, so who wants to try Kane's
Those are the
magical
Sun's Tea lines,
changing
aren't they?
booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Get ready for the fan service.
Wow! You look mediocre. If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call.
I don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you.
Don't interact with the sun.
The sun was
She's
so
just
real
like
for that.
that.
Oh. Ragatha, my queen.
Gangle, wait.
Perfect!
Oh, my eye! I'll get it.
Hey there! If you want to find
Fish?
my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
What in the PC game was that?
So, I was just talking with my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies! Dude, you ruined it. Dude, no! They took everything! That was my entire life savings, dude! Oh my god.
Ancient early 90s animation.
Oh my god,
Beautiful.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. That was everything. Oh my god!
Did you find it?
Nah, somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
What? Oh, wait, you're right.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano.
Oof.
I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about your ability to choose your own body or something?
Aren't you supposed to be causing trouble for everyone? I've been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
Interesting.
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you going?
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
Jackson complete denial about it.
Hello there! How's the shrimp NPC?
Oh,
Welcome!
God. The sun identifies as Texan. She burns everything. What's going on with you, Jaxie, man? Also, hold on for a sec. Let me check something right now. Oh. Kaufmo and Rivet. Huh? What? What is it with Kaufmo and Rivet? Mousehole. He's hyperventilating. Oh, he's hallucinating something happened. That's Rivet, I'm sure. Oh, hi. Well, sorry, y'all. Content warning. Jack's on a fractal acid trip, most likely. Fun choice of music for it, by the way. He's seeing visions of his friends, I think. Feeling I might know what's happening right now. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling that I know what's happening. He's probably not at peace in Digital Circus like this. I'm not gonna spoil what I think, but I think y'all might be figuring it out by now. He's definitely on a psychedelic trip in his mind. With whatever it is that's reminding him. Oh, yeah. I think I know what's going to happen. Those are some sussy-colored eyes.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
Your what?
Yeah. He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Kane completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, I think I found the way to leave.
Oh?
The way to leave.
Yes, the way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Kane catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
I see.
These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
Wait, don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
Sure, why not?
Where even is Kane? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Really is a 50-50 chance of...
Am I doing this wrong?
Oh.
None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Kane sees us.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
This guy's got something to do with Kinger's wife, doesn't he?
All right. Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the digital circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna
What
shoot you
in
down and
AI
say none of us
training
are
is
CNA
this?
employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Kane is an AI.
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us.
Just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Kane's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Kane.
How do we get into Kane's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Kane, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
I've been watching you.
What?
All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction.
So
I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Kane. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
Oh, What should we call you?
Roblox default
Do you
looking
have a name?
mofo.
I do. My name is Abel.
Ah, there's the reveal.
Like, is that the name you picked? Or...
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first. We need to get that key.
So we have Cain and Abel.
In order to get the key, you're going to need to isolate Cain. Try getting him alone. Someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
Hey, Cain, you around?
Oh, hey, Jax. I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you wanna...
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo? Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni?
I think
We should figure out what to order first. Conversation can happen after we've loaded up on digital nutrients.
Then you're going to want to ask him about his hobbies. Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about
Constantly
him, he'll freeze
disorienting
up,
everyone.
and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly knowed her smoked salmon.
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Secret hobbies?
Yeah, like things
That
you
term was
do on your
disturbing.
own that you'd be interested in talking about.
Why?
Special interest
I
incoming.
didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my... This is the most phantasmical moment of my...
He was too excited about telling everyone about his My Little Pony fanfiction.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Do you really believe it? I mean...
Did y'all think you were getting
says?
bored tonight?
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Something
How
is
much
weird,
do
though,
you
how
know
this
about
guy's
Kinger?
separating
Huh?
everyone from Kinger.
Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's also helped me through some of my hardest times here. Is it weird to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. And I don't know, I think it's kind of strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again, and you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
What?
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar? Like Kofmo and Ribbit.
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are,
almost
the
scares
administrator
me.
zone.
This almost scares me, like there's something going on between King or his wife and this guy, Abel.
But like I was saying, this Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah, what a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
What?
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to celebrate by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This was a nice dinner and everything, but could I go back to the circus? The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
What is it about this nondescript
How long
beige
is Jax gonna
office?
take? I feel like we've been standing here for hours.
Should we tell Kinger what's happening? I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions. It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace.
Yeah, especially if any of y'all know the original.
Oh my god.
Hi, Kinger.
Hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
So, we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about. It's
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Kane doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
We'll continue this conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Kane?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh. That was probably a lie.
So, how many administrator passes should I get?
6.
Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous,
Bro.
considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
I suppose it will be somewhat dim, but...
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
All right, if you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
He's the light in the dark.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
Hey, don't keep information from us if you know something. What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough. So, did you distract Kane?
I took care of that.
He thinks he took care of that, but we really have no way of knowing.
Such little faith in me. Goodness.
Oh, I wonder why. If this whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Pomni's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
It should be 7 if it's able to.
Why do they look like that?
Hands.
Wait, Pomni.
Huh?
Did you say something?
We're going to have to trust that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without King knowing. So, it's time.
King
Let's go to Kane's office.
literally loses his concentration.
Kane
when he
always
steps in the
did have
lines.
trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax, everything's gonna be okay.
Fine. Ball me up.
like basketball.
The executive office.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Pommy, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a four-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get
Thank you,
somewhere
son.
dark?
You can say that again.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
Whew. I was getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
Time for me to serve my purpose, I guess.
In they go. Adventures. Or are they surveillance orbs? The Candy
Abel
Kingdom?
said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
Basic shapes.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
Some winter
I
Christmas
guess this
world.
is it. We're leaving the circus.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for always being there when I needed.
Gangle got that Susie Deltarune energy. So what's the deal with Jax's anxiety now? It's the curse. Oh, Matrix imagery.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are you sure he's all the way here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's something we don't know? Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a trick console in Kane's office? Like, no matter what we press, Kane's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can vote on it or something?
It doesn't. Oh no.
What did you just do?
I...
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all...
An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel.
Oh, and a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
None of that was true. The CNA stuff, the pods, the way
A
out.
fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right?
I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head. You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else.
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good fragrant night, bye!
Okay. The absolute insane levels of manipulation that went into that entire setup. Okay. Wow. I have a lot of thoughts on that. Where do I even go with that? Oh my god. I'm gonna put that away for a second. I think we might pull that back down in a moment because I feel like I want to go look at some frames again. But there's... First of all, as we're looking at this and just seeing Kane's manipulative deception through this entire thing that this is all a massive ruse of such deep, thorough gaslighting to make everyone doubt, in the end, do they actually know what reality is? I mean, this is the textbook definition of gaslighting, where I will give some props to Jax. I've been very harsh on Jax, but when you see the episode of someone who's been driven to such a state that they literally do not know what reality is and are filled with such dread because they expect that they're being told such that they realize the truth, but it seems so outlandish from all the impulses that they've been conditioned to feel that Jax now freaks out and just goes, You've been playing us. You have been absolutely playing with our minds and seeing these visions, which I don't know quite what they're alluding to. You know, let's even, I'm gonna pull back the browser. So let's take a look. Gonna mute that right now. So let's see if we can find it. As he starts freaking out, we got Jax having his visions. Let's see if we can find anything. Okay, there we go. As he's hyperventilating, he's freaking out. 720p, no, screw off. We want the HD stuff. Don't you dare try to save bandwidth. We have just some normal scenes of real life. There's something about the real world that Jax does not want to go back to. And my hypothesis right now is that part of my mind, I have the hypothesis that Jax is so completely alone in the real world that the amazing digital circus is the only place where he's had anyone he's connected with. Now, the complicated thing that we're getting into with that is with this hypothesis where, you know, here now, Froggy and Kaufmo, we've seen them as a trio. But it's like there's something that's being alluded to, and I don't know if either in the car like that. What are we seeing in the car? Let's see if I can jump. Go back frame by frame by frame. Because these flash frames are getting where he's driving, going, why is Jax driving? I don't think we have an answer to this yet. But as he panics to stay in this world, so did he end up hurting someone while driving? Did he do this to escape something that he was losing his mind about in the real world? Is this just a psychotic episode from absolute loneliness? I don't entirely know yet. So, you know, we're not getting anything to go off of. It's a little two-lane road. So you can't really discern much from that as he's racing to stop the simulation. Because that's why I'm wondering if either it's something like the car seems significant in some way. And as we're looking at Jax running like that, but again, I don't know. We don't have enough to go off of yet. So it's pure speculation and just guessing games of what is Jax either running or probably running from. And what I think they're alluding to with him is, I actually went back to rewatch a little bit of episode 1 not too long ago, and seeing with Pomni how she acknowledges putting on this VR headset. I forgot that for some reason she put on this VR headset. So right now we don't know if we have a reliable narrator of these events happening. Because even Pomni suddenly asks about knowing our names and kind of how much Kane can manipulate their minds. And he's trying to get them to stop thinking about something. The entire episode, especially like, let's say we've got, dinner that Jax and Kane go out to go have a bite to eat. And suddenly there's all this, I'm trying to find where it is again. I'm not getting previews. There we are. And we have this bland office world, the macroverse, that everyone is connected to, which feels like there's different levels of, is this an allegory for everyone escaping into a dream world of fantasy because they are so desperate to get away from this miserable, unfulfilling, beige office life? There's so much to unpack. And you don't even know if this suspicion around King, since it's revealed that this Abel was was an NPC the whole time. This was all a massive setup and ruse by Kane. We have seen Abel in multiple episodes just poking his head out from around the corner, just as a weird blink and you'll miss it appearance. Gooseworks has set something up that you are stuck questioning everything because you don't know who's the reliable narrator. Pomni seems to be the closest to it because Pomni, in her character, she has the most connection with her humanity still. And as she's been trying to get everyone to open up, to communicate, to heal them through breaking their barriers, through breaking their maladaptive behaviors, Georgia Dow, who's on YouTube, has done a lot of coverage of the psychology of some of the different characters of the Amazing Digital Circus. And looking at things like Ragatha is a serial people pleaser. So she is desperate to maintain the peace, maintain happiness. She has this extremely traumatic, anxious response to make things happy and pleasant. And with what I was trying to think of what to say with that. My mind, seeing a bunch of things at once. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep this screen here. We can see the setup that something is very wrong with Jax, and I didn't want to say it during the sequence, but in this psychedelic trippy scene, which, these visuals are all designed to invoke a psychedelic trip where you're seeing lights and shapes and things that are very abstract, keyword, in form, all coming together in a very harmonious way. It looks like this is what's happening to the inner mind, where it's a sense of cracking, but conversely feeling absolute inner peace, while everyone is seeing the chaotic monstrousness of someone abstracting, where they lose their entire sense of self, body. And if I remember correctly, with seeing the Glork Queen, who was revealed to be Kinger's wife. Only little bits of humanity were able to pull her out of that. Were able to at least, break the moment of that state where she could see the person she loved and was separated from. I'll definitely say, this is like a major... This episode majorly humanizes Jax. It doesn't erase the abuse, and you can see he's much weaker now that Zubul is throwing barbs back at him, and he doesn't have Gangle as an abuse target. So you have Jax in a much more vulnerable position, and I don't know if this is going to set him up for a redemption arc or if we are going to see him indeed abstract, because he's having these constant accumulative breakdowns where he's slowly losing his mind. And a little bit of immersion break for a second. If you've ever dealt with someone who's made you question every bit of your worldview, everything you understand, you literally cannot tell truth from the lies someone is feeding you, the manipulative lies to make you think and feel a certain way, to get you to sympathize with them. It destroys your mind, and you hit a point where you don't know what to trust. So you hit a point where you can potentially have a breakdown like Jax, where he at the very end is, I don't want to devalue the word psychosis, I want to leave that to a proper mental health professional, but where you see him having such an episode where he's in this crazy freak out going, oh my god, I was right. It was true. All of these experiences, I knew exactly what you were going to do, exactly what you did, because I've been trained to have to question every bit of reality that I perceive, but I saw it all. That is such a painful level of insanity, and I hope, my dear dreamers, that you never have to face anyone who ever puts you into a state like that, where you literally cannot trust anything you hear, feel, see, perceive. Cain is a vicious villain, because for whatever it is that's making Cain tick, assuming we have to, at least assuming what we were told, that Cain is an AI, and seeing these bizarre reactions, which, you know, the setup all seems to line up in place, where conveniently Jax is able to figure out how to completely fry Cain for a moment to start digging in and get this administrative access key. It's there is so much to unpack here. So, you know, this is definitely another. 6 and 7 have put a lot of focus on Jax, and you know, we still have Pomni, who's trying to bring about a positive impact to anyone that she interacts with. Now, I'm curious that, you know, Kinger, the entire time, he's just like, oh, you know, this feels kind of strange, but okay. But notice his behavior, where you have him literally stepping out of the darkness. And I listened to some others who had discussed that, you know, the dark is a place of peace. It's a place of clarity. Kinger can be a light source in the dark. He can help light up the way for others. What if Kinger is able? Oh, now there's an interesting theory, Marine. So you might even be suggesting that Kinger is the actual Abel. That we had seen this manipulative recreation by Cain, and we find out, because Kinger, the interesting thing is, Kinger knows so much about this world. He has been established as essentially the father of this weird world that he's lost his mind trying to just existing in. Which, again, going to a lot of the mental health implications on this, and again, with the disclaimer that I am not a mental health professional, you see Kinger is someone who, his actions are played for laughs, but he is a broken, messed up man. Jax is cracking apart with these episodes, these severe episodes that he is starting to have. And Pomni is still grounded. She still seems to be fine. Gangle and Zubul. I mentioned Susie Deltarune as we were watching this. Zubul is the anchor that says, yes, even in this bizarre fantasy world, everything you've experienced is real. I am real with you. You are real with me. Everything that has linked us in the Amazing Digital Circus, it will carry over when we meet in the real world. That is that element of the soul, a light that connects others. And now, at least for this one, Ragatha just seems to be along for the ride. So I don't know if there's much to glean from Ragatha, where she is right now. Now, the keys, I'm curious to see if there's anything that we should have caught with the keys. Anything about the shapes that seem to suggest anything. I don't think so. These all just seem to be unusual shapes. So this might be just like a MacGuffin detail. Yeah, I don't think there's any significant detail to the keys, aside from just the setup that, you know, you literally just open the door. I know one of them, I think it has 3 horns. And as we see Jax's room where, you know, it's got every telltale sign of depression in it. That it's dark, and one of the things that the mind can manifest in a state of depression is where you just want peace from it all. You want quiet, you want silence, you want escape, you just want to sleep. Because that is the only thing that can come as a coping mechanism when you're dealing with deep, 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 extreme depression. That, again, from a non-professional perspective, Jax is dealing with a very, I think is dealing with a very severe case of, well, anxiety and depression, the disaster combo, where the only thing that can keep his mind calm is to just sleep in a state of absolute panic. Nutrient vehicle. Let's see if there was anything to see here. And while we're going over that, Badress, have a wonderful night. May you have beautiful dreams, and may every dream that you visualize in your mind palace be so vivid that you can hold on to it and carry it into the hours of the waking until you return to the Zettaplex. Good night. So, now, any of you can read Hansa. You have a leg up to understand all of these various characters on sheets. So that's something, unfortunately, I can't help with because they don't translate in the kanji where I can recognize any of them. So, you know, as we're fast forwarding a little bit, let's see if we can find anything in this plan here. Because this is Gooseworks, and Gooseworks has included so many Easter eggs. There we go. So we've got these stasis pods. Do we have... I'm trying to remember if we have anything to see here. I don't think there's anything of significance. Circus lobby, sitting area, main balcony, mystery doors. So we've got the circus, the administrative zone. Kane's attention must be divided. So, you know, this is all headset a means to avoid visual stimulation from virtual world, mechanism used for neural digitization. Status of abstracted subjects. Because that's an interesting thing, how, you know, Pomni's asking, what do we do about the people who have abstracted? And I'm sure her intent, well, she essentially realizes, okay, we're the ones who can get in this office, which I'd have to go back and watch and see if it had any effect on trying to get the abstracted victims out. Where Kaufmo, we haven't seen Ribbit. So we don't know what the status of Ribbit is, aside from just seeing I think Gooseworks said Ribbit is female, so we haven't seen her in anything aside from Jax's pictures and then the door, which she no longer exists on anymore. Emergency release systems for lucid human subjects. So, theoretically... And I'll also say for the original Judeo-Christian story of Cain and Abel, Cain became so jealous that he killed his brother Abel because his offering was seen as more valuable to God. We get a little allegory of that where, you know, right in the back, Cain's like, nope, you're too smart, bye! Poofs him out of existence. Okay, so I don't think we have anything to go off of with the blueprints. This just seems to be that. And Jax's room. You know, it's very rainbow colored. He's got his keys. So if everyone's got some tie to technology, then he's probably like a black hat hacker trying to break into systems. But he's got his photos. I don't think there was anything else we could glean from this. Yeah, so for any of those who know the Hell Show, how your big bad in season 1 was Adam, the first man, and who were Adam's sons, Cain and Abel. And who's the big bad of season 2? Of heaven, at least. Abel, his son. So it's very classic imagery to call upon some of the oldest stories in the Judeo-Christian Bible. So watching this again, it's like Jax's all of these symptoms of insanity where he starts seeing things, starts seeing visions. I don't know if it might be an allegory for schizophrenia or some variety of, I believe, what falls into schizoid disorders. There's also a lot of, this might be a stylistic choice, but when you even see things like that where suddenly it looks like the frame rate has been changed to almost look like it is a super smooth, greater than 60 frames per second video game movement. And then we see the weird early 90s animation of the fish earlier on. Yeah, like you see how buttery smooth this is to evoke a different emotion. What appears to have the illusion of a different frame rate from the rest of the series. So it's interesting seeing some of the work that they're trying to get. And anyone who's seen Into the Spider-Verse, you've seen things like this as well. Like one very subtle detail that you'd have to go frame by frame or otherwise have a really keen eye, probably even just go frame by frame to see, is how in Into the Spider-Verse you have Peter Parker and Miles Morales who are animated at different frame rates. And only towards the end did you see suddenly they're moving at the same frame rate, where there's an understanding, there's learning, there's healing, and they exist on the same thing. Yeah, the kind of fractal psychedelic imagery, it's so interesting. Like almost this might be Jax. So yeah, let's see what just happened right there, because that looked like it was the sign of Jax is on the brink of abstracting. And even for as much as I've said Jax is a bitch, this it's not fun to see someone when they're on the brink of a severe mental health episode. Oh boy, man, there is so much to unpack in this episode. And I'm sure there's going to be some more analysis coming out, because there's things that are even hard. Every episode of The Amazing Digital Circus has so much in it that you have to watch multiple times. There we go. There we got our freaky early 90s fish just popping out like a character in a PC game. So, again, Gooseworks is throwing in all this imagery to media up to this date. And Azrael, have a beautiful night. May you have wonderful dreams. And may every vision that you experience when resting your mind and entering your mind palace be so beautiful that you can hold it dear, hold it close to your heart, and bring it to the hours of the waking. Until you return to the Zettaplex. Good night. Oh, my. There is so much to unpack in this episode. So keep an eye peeled, because I'm sure, there's going to be a lot of discussion with everyone analyzing frame by frame, like I'm trying to do right now, to go, I feel like there's other things I should be seeing. Beyond the comedy bits where it's just like, ha ha, Pomni, you're pale. I'm going to make you suffer because I hate you as the sun. But I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So, I don't know what Gooseworks has got in store. Apparently we got 2 episodes left. So, whatever Gooseworks has got in store to finish this story, and whatever themes where it gets into the... I imagine Gooseworks is going to get into the why is the Amazing Digital Circus the way it is? Why did people end up in this world? Did they volunteer? Did some end up here against their free will? There's so much to unpack in what else could happen with this world. Yeah, I've got a lot of thoughts, but right now, short of very abstract theory crafting, we don't have a lot of evidence to solve a lot of the questions that have been opened in this episode. And, that's also a thing of very good storytelling, is as we're watching this, we are seeing all these questions where we're supposed to go, why is this like this? What's happening here? Why is this choice made? Can we trust this person? So it keeps you emotionally invested to figure out the payoff. And especially when it's the twist of, wow, Kane really did just play everyone for a fool with this massive, intricate adventure. And worse yet, manipulating their hope. That's the darkest thing of it, is Kane is just giving them this false hope of being able to get out of this world that, just about everyone in the episode realizes they're done. They're tired of the weird adventures. They're tired of the physical comedy. They want to get back to something they value in the real world, with the exception of Jax. This is a fascinating psychological series. So I appreciate y'all who are enjoying listening to me trying to get through my thoughts, because there is so much to process with this. And I mean, I'm left with questions. We can't know the answers. We can make up some things. It could be like Deltarune theory crafting and come up with chess theory or knight theory. Always bet on Papyrus Knight. But we really don't know where to go with this for the answers yet. And what, if anything, is true? We see the weird macroverse, and again, the beige liminal office space that looks miserable but represents freedom, getting out of the world. And even what are Kane's intentions? That if Kane is this experiment designed to manipulate and gaslight all these individuals, is this an allegory for AI slop being unleashed on the world where no one can trust their reality? Because, with the popularization of deepfakes and pieces of shit like Sam Altman, or like, pick your tech bro of choice, Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, all these assholes who push this, they push deepfakes as entertainment. That it's funny to watch a gorilla hold onto a door and then get sucked into a tornado. But you now are being shown things that are so deceptively real looking that you can't trust what's actually reality. And some of y'all might have even seen this, where you see artists where they have to show the layers and the processes by which they draw, because in many cases their art has been used to train AI. And you get crap like that piece of shit Timbaland, who is pushing fake singers that are just AI slop, where every song is formatted to sound like the same R&B number. Fake names suddenly ending up at the top of the Billboard charts. So no longer is a real human's art being celebrated, but you've got a piece of shit using this media as a get-rich-quick scheme, and only if you know what to listen for can you suss out the fake reality. Anyway, I'm pissed. I realize I probably they don't care, because especially with generative AI and what might be a thing that they're hinting at with Kane, they don't care. They don't care who they hurt. It's a get-rich-quick scheme. So what the ultimate goals of Kane or the people behind him are, it's all deception and gaslighting. And it sends some people, Jax, into a case of insanity. And I guess to finish that train of thought off, but that's just a theory. A Mihai theory. Thanks for watching. Oh, my. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Gooseworks has in store for us, what Glitch has in store for us. And again, appreciation for Glitch, because this is, you already know at this point, this is a show Disney, Warner Brothers, Paramount, no one, Viacom, none of them would touch something like this. You need someone who is enabling creators to tell original stories and give them a chance to reach their audiences, while your old media suits are just like, I don't think this will work with a target demographic. Whatever. Well, I hope you enjoyed that wacky little adventure. I know we'll be doing more of the Amazing Digital Circus when the next episode goes live in March. And in the meantime, I stream here on YouTube and on Twitch. Come follow me on Twitter and on Blue Sky. And until we meet again, I will see you all soon. Good night, dreamers.